welcome to Tesori Home. Today we are going to be touring Karen Emile's beautiful cottage here in Lake Arrowhead with you. This is her home away from home that she and her family have built together. Everything is so personal. They've done it all themselves. They have totally brought this space to life, and I'm so excited to share with you how they've done it. So let's go inside and see what Karen is up to.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Of course, come on in.
I would love to just hear the story and the inspiration behind this home in particular.
Absolutely. I love the mountains. I love the lake, and we've been coming here for years with my littles, and we've always wanted a place here. And we have place offers in multiple places here, but they just weren't the one. And this place came up out of nowhere, really, and we just felt like this was completely God sent, and we placed an offer on it, and within 2 weeks we were closing escrow on it. Wow. So it happened that quickly.
Wow.
And we were just like, it was like a whirlwind. But it was also during a time that was a very challenging time for me and my family, and I just felt like God's presence was really just there, and I just feel fortunate that He gave this to me at that time where I just felt like my world was kind of changing and a little bit upside down, and I just felt like it was just a blessing. It was a complete blessing.
In such a hard time, it was probably nice to get your mind off of things and like just really pour your heart and soul into something.
Absolutely. Oh yes, and this place required a lot of attention.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. We've been working on it now for about a year. And it's been a slow process. I don't know, people may think that's quick. That's not that quick for us. I feel like we knew that God was guiding us the entire way, so we just felt like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in His timing. So we definitely were taught a lot of patience through this renovation for sure.
I mean, just driving up here is so beautiful.
Thank
It was breathtaking. We had to pull over and look. What a blessing that you get to have this home away from home. And I know that you guys are planning on inviting others in.
Yes.
All the information will be down in the link in the description if you guys want to book your stay here at Lemuel Cottage.
Yes.
That's how you say it, right?
Amazing, yeah. When we originally bought the house, it came with everything. So God bless Sally King. That was the owner. She lived here for 34 years, this was her vacation rental. She lives up north, and she would come here. And honestly, I felt like I connected even with her little things, and going through her stuff. Like I was very careful with them. I could see a lot of things were handmade, and like the process that she did, and a lot of the things you see are her stuff. Like I kept a lot of her old china and her little placemats and a whole bunch of her stuff that I really wanted to make sure that I also honor her and what I thought she would love, like to see in her home that she lived in for 34 years. So, but yeah, this space, it was the green carpet and very low ceilings, and so we kind of came in and we just opened it up. The ceilings are original. All the beams, those are the original beams, and this was all covered with drywall. So we were like, we already knew we wanted to, start showing the old bones and bringing that back to life. We kept the original fireplace. This one was a challenge for me, I have to say, because I'm a girl that likes her plaster and this and that. And but my children were set on a brick fireplace because they said a brick fireplace belongs in a cottage. And you know what? It's one of those things that I didn't touch that I'm so glad I didn't touch, because now I love it. Like I really, really love it. This cottage is a place where I want people to come, get refueled, feel inspired artistically, in which way that is, if that's to cook, to paint, even just to like read books and get inspired again, because I know that sometimes I feel like I'm in a slump and I need to cut the noise. So I'll get off internet and I'll get off Instagram, and I just love being refueled by just like the things around you. And I feel like this is one of those places where I hope that people will get that when they come here, where they can just kind of walk around and get the sense of like feeling inspired to go back to wherever home is and be like, I'm inspired to do something or do this or, or whatever that is. Or if it's just to unwind, then please, by all means, just do that, just to step away for a little bit.
Well, this seems like the perfect place to do that.
Thank
And
you.
this room in particular, too, you've got the fireplace,
Yes.
you don't have a TV, like you
No.
said, cutting out the noise.
Yes.
You said the lake is right down
Yeah,
there,
the lake
too?
is literally around the corner. It's about a 3-minute walk. And you can go and walk the trails, and it's amazing. I have to take you over there. But yes,
Yes.
it's absolutely amazing.
I see your staircase here.
Yes.
Is this something that Aiden did as well?
Yes, Aiden painted this mural here, and it's absolutely, I love it so much.
Yeah.
The colors and the birds and the flowers, it's just one of those things that it's just so special. So you'll see a lot of that. So that's why I feel like this place is such a representation of us as a whole family.
Yeah.
Like, we touched everything here. It was just, my husband and my son and my family members were here too, helping. Like, everyone kind of had a hand in trying to like put it together, and it's just, it's a feeling I can't describe, like to really come through and see it a year later turn to this.
Well, I'm dying to see your kitchen, so
Okay,
could we
awesome.
go in there next?
Absolutely.
This feels like truly a fairy tale. When I step into here, I mean the home in general, but this room in particular is like,
Thank you.
I feel like I'm in a storybook.
Thank you. My husband built the cabinet here. He built this
Wow.
whole thing here. And we got to keep that vintage stove that came with the house. That stove is amazing. It works better than my stove at home, actually.
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely amazing. We did a plaster on the walls here. And once again, I did like this unfitted kind of feel. So I just brought in pieces, and they all just kind of work together. At first, people were like, how are you gonna make all that work? But it just kind of flows,
does.
and I just really enjoyed making this space from where it came from. It used to be like a little galley, little kitchen that began here, and literally it ended right here. Like, here's the stove and the refrigerator was there, and then your sink was like maybe where this line was at. It was like this
even
tiny
picture it.
little corner.
Wow.
So I really enjoyed opening that up. This is one of those places that definitely called to open the space up. You would never believe that this was the same space, because it felt so cramped before. And then all of a sudden, it's like it just completely opened up. I kind of played a little bit more with colors here, like bringing in the green hutch. This was an old hutch, and at first, once again, it's like you start off somewhere with this vision, and when I bought it, I was like, oh, I'll paint it or do something with it. But then I just let it like live in the space, and I was like, you know what? I actually love it just the way it is, and I never touched it. This is a story in itself. This cabinet here, one of the original cabinets from this kitchen that my husband found underneath the house.
Wow.
Yes, and also it was already like this, and the reason we know it's original is because all the barn doors throughout the whole house have the exact same hinges. So my husband, we just kind of played around with it a little bit. He added some fun molding to it, and I love it. Didn't have to just use what was here already. That was another big thing that I really enjoyed doing, was using some of the things that were already here and just repurposing them again.
And that's what I love about your home tour too. You guys are so resourceful. You don't waste. You see something, and maybe somebody else would think, oh, this is old, like let's just toss it. But look at you repurposing it, and it feels like so meant for this spot.
I love that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What about these tiles? These
tiles, this is through Aiden's eyes. He hand painted all these tiles for us.
Wow.
With all these different scenes for the cottage, and this is another one of those touches that I just absolutely couldn't get over. And all of them tell their own story. As you can see, they all have their own little, with the birds, and
I think this was what adds to the fairy tale aspect too. It's like the birds, the fish, the swan, like every little detail. And what a beautiful thing for your son to be able to like to do something like this for your home as a family, and to like be like, oh yeah, I built this with my family. This is my home too.
Absolutely.
To take pride in that.
Absolutely.
That's a wonderful gift that you've given him in being a part of that.
It was just something so special to see my family really come together and make this happen. And it's just something special. It's just indescribable to see not only, them helping, but I can look around and say, oh, okay, this came from there, or that came from there, or I remember Brooklyn did that, or I remember it's just all those things that it's beautiful.
That's home. That's what makes it feel like home.
Yes. So I call this the Honeyroom, and the reason I call it the Honeyroom is the colors in here, and that little light, that's a vintage light that I found, and I just felt like it was so playful. So that's kind of where it got its name from. This is, one of Aiden's pieces there that he did. And it's just a small little, the first bedroom down here at the bottom floor. And it's just a beautiful space that I hope, once again, that people would enjoy.
Do you have anything new in this home, or is it all like secondhand?
It's all secondhand.
That's amazing.
This came from the house. See, this is Cottage stuff. I didn't even touch this. This was all from here. So I kept a lot of her little stuff I kept here. So that came with the Cottage, and I just reused it. I was like, you know what? It works. I'm not gonna, this is one of the blankets. I took it home and I washed it, and now it's back here again.
I feel like she would feel loved to know that. I feel like a lot of people would just come in, like we were saying earlier, toss things.
Yes.
But you like really looking through.
Oh
and
yes,
time.
I literally looked through all of her stuff. Like I made boxes and we stored everything, and I was like, no, this is like she has some wonderful things in here, and I know that they meant a lot to her. So I was just like, I was very careful with that.
Wow.
It's amazing, and I think it's just a good rule to live by, especially when you're putting a space together.
Right.
Just think outside the box. Can you use it? Not everything has to be thrown away. It could be repurposed and used again. And I know like most people would have been like, I'm throwing that dresser away. And I'm like, no, it's here, and now it gets to be enjoyed again, and I love it.
You breathe new life into it.
Yes, exactly.
Amazing.
So I wanted something different, and Olive Ateliers came to the rescue. They gifted this unbelievable stone sink, and I was determined to make it work. And despite my husband really saying like, I cannot make this thing work, he made it work.
Wow.
So he made it work. It was quite a challenge because it's not even. It's like sloped and stuff. So it was a challenge, like trying to even hang it up. But he figured it out. So we put that in.
Good on him.
Yes, good on him.
And good on you for not letting off.
Exactly. I was like,
I'll keep that in mind.
He's like, look for another sink, and I was like, not looking for another sink. And then the tub, that's original to the house.
Wow.
The taps in here, they're European. It's just the cold and then the hot.
Okay.
So it's something to get used to as well. But I love the look, the brass, and I search for things like that as well. I really wanted everything to feel old world, a little different. I know it's outside the box, but it's things that I love, and I feel like they fit this space.
Yeah. Well, why don't we head upstairs?
Yes, absolutely. So this is, I guess, what would be called the master bedroom, I guess. I kind of went all over the place with this one too, and I had to make pieces that were here work. Like all these pieces were here, and I was like, I'm gonna make those work. Later on, if I want to find something different, I was like, I'll choose something different. But for now, I decided to use what was here. And this bed, amazing find as well. And again, everything's salvaged.
Wow.
So everything is just made up. Nothing matches, but I love that eclectic feel of something different, and no one has it. I never really have like an exact plan and that's the beauty of it too, because you kind of start playing with things, and then once you see it, you're like, oh, this works. So I love that more playful kind of setting up, instead of everything has to be like order. Yes. I don't like that order. So, and that's that, if you've gone to my house, so you know that's how it is in my house too. Everything is just eclectic, and it just works. I just make it all work together. This is what we call the quintessential quirky old cottage, you know, style. So once again, we made it work. At first I was like, oh, we have to completely revamp this space. And then once I lived with it, I was like, why? Why do I have to revamp it? Let's just put a pretty sink in there. It works for its purpose. It's just to wash your hands. So I'm like, it's perfectly fine. So I love that I decided to work with that, because typically I feel like I would have changed it before. But in this space, I felt like you can do that here. You can be playful, and people, you know, it's not going to be looked at like that's just weird, or I just think it fits this home.
What's over here? What's in this room?
This is what we call sort of the bunk room, I guess is what they usually call it in these cottages. Once again, didn't match anything. Found beds separately. I love that one. Then I love that one. That little table was here at the cottage. I kept that, and it's so, you know, it's adorable. This was here at the cottage as well. Kept sweet. This. So again, repurposed a lot of little things here. Like I said, I kept a whole bunch of her stuff, and it's all here. And I love that I get to walk around and see that. And I hope that she, you know, adores it too.
It seems like you were truly, this home was meant for you, and you're the perfect person to be able to steward it.
100%.
You and your family,
Thank you. That's what it feels like. That's exactly what it feels like. So.
What is your hope for this space, and what it is going to be for those you invite in?
Again, I feel like I want it to be a place of refuge, just getting away from whatever that busyness is. That's what it is for me and my family. Specifically for me, when I come here, it's just to turn the noise off and just to get back to the basics, getting closer to the Lord, just spending time here with your family, really just enjoying being here. I know when I travel, it's like, yeah, I love to go sightseeing and all those things, but honestly, I'm more interested in where I'm staying more than anything else.
Yeah.
That's my number one. And if the house, I don't care if it's in the middle of nowhere, if it's a space that I walk into and I'm like, this is amazing, I could just be there. I won't even leave the house. Like, I'm perfectly happy with just getting a book, sitting down, and that's what a lot of travel is for me. So that's what I wanted to give in creating this space, where people just come and they can just really just unwind, relax, want to be here, go on your walks. Just it's not about like what are all the things I can get into today. It's more like what are all the things I can shut off today and like relax.
Wow.
That's what I want this space to feel like for people and their families.
Well, I can say coming in here, you feel that like kind of weight off in this area too, like just coming up, like the idea that you can walk down to the lake, take a trail walk, and like you said, come back here and enjoy the space, enjoy cooking in this beautiful kitchen. Like, it's an amazing thing you guys have created.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, if you want to connect more with Karen, you can connect with her via Instagram at Milk and Honey Life, and also make sure to follow her other account, Emile Cottage, where you can keep up to date with this space and everything that Karen and her family are creating here, and book your stay with them through there, and get to experience their home and their way of life. And if you haven't seen Karen's home tour, make sure to check that out at the Carta Bev or at the link in the description below. It is so beautiful, and I still daydream, especially about your outdoor area. I'm like, oh my goodness. So make sure to check that out. But thank you so much for having us, Karen.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. I love it.